Thank you for joining me. I'm Josh Rosenthal with TalentSmartEQ. I'm thrilled to host this installment of EQ How-To, in which I'm going to share 4 tips for individual contributors to successfully navigate a hybrid workplace, where, as we all have learned, it can be very difficult to maintain high levels of energy, focus, and engagement. The good news is you can turn to your emotional intelligence for help. The 4 tips I'm about to share with you will help you become more proficient in the 4 emotional intelligence skill areas: self-awareness, self-management, social awareness, and relationship management. Let's kick it off with tip number 1, a self-awareness strategy. Check yourself. And you can begin by asking yourself the following simple questions. How are you feeling right now and why? What are your strengths? How do you tend to interact with individuals or groups in certain situations? Without question, the way you feel is reflected in how you look to others as you interact with them. So make sure the look that you project is one you've chosen, rather than your current mood choosing for you. To be effective in a hybrid workplace, we need to be aware of all the different ways that we present ourselves to others. Consider these ways as opportunities for you to check yourself. For example, review that email before you send it off. Warm up your vocal cords and listen to how you sound before connecting on the phone with a colleague. Check what is in the background of your camera view before you connect into that Zoom meeting, for example. Seize all the opportunities you can, both the subtle and maybe the obvious ones, in order to align how you see yourself with how others experience you. Tip number 2 is a self-management strategy. Make your goals public. One way to hold yourself accountable is to share your goals with people who will follow your progress. When you make your goals public, you not only hold yourself accountable for producing quality work and meeting deadlines, but you also establish constructive feedback relationships. You can demonstrate your reliability, and you can also find the motivation you need to keep going. So much of self-management is about motivation. Using the expectations of others as powerful motivators for producing quality work is an excellent strategy for being successful in a hybrid work environment. Let's turn to tip number 3, a social awareness strategy. Catch the mood of the room. Catching the mood of the virtual room can, of course, be quite challenging because we are receiving less information or behavioral data than we're accustomed to while interacting with others. Yet, catching the mood of the room in a virtual setting is no less important. We just have to work that much harder. The next time you're in a virtual meeting, practice scanning the room and observe how others conduct themselves. Do they speak loudly or quietly? Do they speak quickly or slowly? Are they listening? How do you know? How do they engage? How do you think they're feeling about what's being said in the meeting? Think about questions like this while you're observing others. Your ability to recognize and understand the moods, emotions, and behaviors of other people will help you meet them where they're at, connect meaningfully, and perform at a high level. Finally, tip number 4 is a relationship management strategy. When you care, show it. Showing compassion for what somebody else is going through is a relationship building event. It shows that you're there for them and that, hey, we're all in this together. So show the people in your life that you appreciate them. Don't put it off. Do it right away. Go ahead and send out a greeting card or send out an email or text message that sums up how you feel. When you show that you care, you can deepen relationships and bridge the gaps that are often created when we work virtually. Others will know that you are there for them and that you have their backs. Thank you again for joining me. I'm Josh Rosenthal. This has been EQ How To. Have a wonderful day.